Alright, bro. Shut the fuck up. Pussy bitches. Y'all niggas so cap.
So what?
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Hey. Hey, no. Hell
You said about
no.
what?
Hell no. I ain't
Can't
getting on
hear
the
you
spot.
breaking
I'm
up.
going to get big motherfucking Benjamin. I'm not going out like this.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number one pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long when they had been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
There's Jackson on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over first and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
slide. It did me dirty.
Illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. It fights him on, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 43 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. He's coming. We got the, hey, 91.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing deep for Galladay. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 44 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Kaepernick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
21-0, our score after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The 27-yard line.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
You got nothing. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Kaepernick. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a gain of 7.
Complete.
And that'll make it a second down.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens add on.
The kick is.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 35. Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The 44-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ravens 42. Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Bandit. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
Kick is good.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Bring it! And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Browns 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And 15 yards to go.
To throw, Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Calling a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
That's trash. Mike 35. Watch the screen.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete.
Jackson.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Dobbins running out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
At the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jackson gonna run. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jayon Brown. And this Browns defense stands tall.
After the play is a turnover on downs.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Steps away. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Brown.
To throw, Kaepernick. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
For the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. He's still on his feet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Kaepernick going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's second down and goal.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. 56.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Ravens 70, Browns 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 11 yards there, first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there. He winds up.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That one is caught by Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ravens 70, Browns 3.